Welcome, children. Second term, Civics, Chapter 6, Understanding Our Criminal Justice System. Introduction. Whenever you come across a person who is violating a law, the first thing that might come to your mind will be to inform the police. You might have observed, either in movies or in real life, police officials arrest the accused and file a complaint. As the police tends to arrest the accused, it is mostly assumed that the police decide if the person is guilty or not. However, this is not the case. Once a person gets arrested, the court is responsible for deciding if the person is accused or not. The Indian Constitution states that a person who has been accused for any crime should be granted a fair trial. Article 22 of the Indian Constitution states that if the person has been arrested, it is his fundamental right to get defended by law. The Article 39A of Indian Constitution states that it is the duty of the state to provide a lawyer to a person in case the person is unable to afford one, to poor status or disability. The police, along with the public prosecutor, defense lawyer, and judge, are the people who play a key or important role in the criminal justice system of India and several others democratic countries. The role of police while investigating any crime. The important function of the police in a case is to investigate any complaint which is related to the commission of a crime. The investigation involves various processes such as collection of evidence of different kinds and recording the witnesses' statements. On the basis of his investigation, the policeman is needed to give his opinion. If the police finds the evidence is pointing to an accused person's guilt, then they file a charge sheet against him in the court. However, it is not his job to decide if the person is guilty or not. This is decided by the judge. In chapter number 2, children, it has been explained that every person is equal before law and subject to the law of the land. It also includes the police who has been investigating the case. Hence, the police always conducts investigation of a case according to the law and has to give full respect to human rights of the accused. The country's Supreme Court has already laid down a few guidelines which the police needs to follow while arresting, interrogating, or detaining someone. While the investigation is going on, a police officer can't shoot, beat, or torture anyone, even for petty offenses. The police is not allowed to inflict any type of punishment on the accused. The Indian Constitution under Article 22 guarantees following fundamental rights to every person who has been arrested. A boy who is under the age of 15, any woman cannot be called for questioning to the police station. The right not to be tortured or ill-treated while in custody or during arrest. When a person is being arrested, she has the right to be informed about the offense. An arrested person has to be presented in front of the magistrate by the police within 24 hours of the arrest. The confession made by the accused in custody cannot be used as evidence in the court. Apart from that, Indian Supreme Court has also laid down certain procedures as well as specific requirements that the police and the other agencies have to follow while arresting a person. They are known as DK Basu guidelines. Few of these are the police officers who are supposed to carry out the interrogation or arrest are required to wear accurate, clear, and visible identification as well as name tags apart from their designations. At the time of arrest, a memo of arrest has to be prepared. It should contain date of arrest along with the time. It has to be attested by a minimum of one witness of the accused who could be the accused family member. The arrested person is also supposed to countersign the arrest memo. A person who has been detained, arrested, or interrogated has the right to inform his relatives, well-wisher, or any friend. If the relative or friend resides outside the district, the police has to notify the time, the district, the place of arrest, and custody venue to them within 8 to 12 hours after the accused has been arrested. First Information Report FIR. After the police registers an FIR for a particular crime, then they can begin the investigations regarding that crime. According to the law, a police station officer in charge has to register the FIR if the person has to report an offence which is cognizable in matter. The person can give information to the police in writing or orally. The FIR contains detail such as the time, date, and place, details of basic facts regarding this offence. That also includes a descriptions of the event. It also contains the name and address of the person who has filed the complaint. The FIR is registered in a prescribed form and is signed by the person who has filed the complaint. It is the legal right of the complainant to get a free copy of FIR to be given by the police. What is the role of a public prosecutor? A criminal offence is always regarded as a public wrong. It means that the particular offence is considered to be committed against the whole society apart from the affected person. You must still remember about the Sudha Goyal case from the previous chapter. The state had presented this case against the accused Lakshman and his family. Therefore, the case has been called State, that is Delhi administration versus Lakshman Kumar and others. The interests of a state are represented by a public prosecutor in a case. Once a team of police has conducted its investigation in a case and filed the charge sheet in the court, then begins the role of public prosecutor. The prosecutor doesn't play any role in the investigation. Her job is to conduct a prosecution on the state's behalf. She acts as an officer in the court whose duty is to act in an impartial manner and present all facts and materials related to the case, facts, witnesses, so that the court is able to take a decision in that case. The role of the judge. It is the responsibility of the judge to conduct the trial in an impartial manner and in an open court. He is like the umpire of the game. He hears the statement of all the witnesses, the defense and the prosecution, present all the witnesses and evidence before him. In accordance with the law and on the basis of evidence presented before him, the judge pronounces the sentence. In case the accused gets convicted or here get the punishment, it is the duty of the judge to pronounce the sentence. Depending on the nature of the offence, the convict can be sent to jail or be imposed fine in some cases. It could be both jail and fine. What is a fair trial? Every accused deserves a fair trial according to Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Under the rights to life and individual liberty or life can be taken away following a legal and reasonable procedure. The article ensures that a fair trial is upheld. The accused has to be provided with a copy of the charge sheet and several evidence that are pointed against her. The trial has to be held in an open court and in full public view. The relatives should be allowed to attend the hearings of the court. The court trial has to take place in the accused's presence. She should get a lawyer who should get an opportunity to examine all the witnesses of the prosecution. The lawyer should be allowed to present witnesses in the defense of accused. The Constitution and law both state that all the persons involved in the criminal justice system need to carry out their roles properly. It is their duty to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their caste, religion, class, gender, or ideological background, should get a fair trial if they are an accused in any case. According to the rule of law, every citizen is equal before law. Thank you.